Again, how can you hear that and not be jacked? I'm just saying. Good evening. Welcome, baseball fans. You are now tuned in live to Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports and your direct feed for all that is California League baseball. I am your host, Larry B, and we are here, of course, with the one, the only, Mr. Freddie B. How's it going, good sir?
Hey, what's happening, Larry? What is happening, man? Yeah, pumped up, man. This was a great week of California League action. Got to take in a couple of games. Got to visit another stadium earlier in the week as well. So much to talk about. Really good stuff, man.
So many hats.
I got it right here. Yep. The collection is growing.
Ready for that Tower Buzzers one this week. I know for sure, man. We got to get out there for sure. But
Adam, come on, man.
We're excited, man. So again, welcome to Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tonight's episode of Dirt and Diamonds is called Five Alive. Well, it's kind of an interesting name, but let's just say a couple of teams won the series 5-1. We're starting to see the separation, Freddie.
Well, yeah. Take a look at the standings and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, so week 17 belonged to the teams that simply didn't win. They dominated. They controlled.
They did. They controlled. I mean, it was man. In some of these series, I didn't even expect like the one up north. I knew it was going to be the series of the week, but the 5-1 result, man. Ontario, geez, Louise, they are on fire right now. I mean, we had late inning rallies, we had extra innings again. Yeah, so many extra innings and walk-offs. I mean, that's what's so great about this league. Comebacks, man. No lead is safe in the California League. 2 walk-off hits by the same player. We had a team score 17 and 19 runs respectively this week, and then we also had 3 clubs, like you said, 5 out of the 6 wins. Just dominating performances.
Insane, right, Freddie? And that's why we love this league. This was a really crazy one. Again, we're closing in, man. July is over. I mean, this is it. Friday's the final day of July, and this is that, man. So I mean, we're into August on Saturday, and that's it, because this league is over pretty quickly, So 24 games we played from this past week, man. They were fun. Fresno took 5 of 6 from Rancho, which I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? That was shocking to me too. Maybe more so than the San Jose. I don't know. I mean, because Rancho had been playing so well coming in too, Larry. And like offensively, they were just crushing the ball, and then they got up there to the low riders up in Fresno this weekend, man, and they got taken to the woodshed pretty bad.
No, they definitely did, man, and that's crazy stuff. We had Stockton taking 5 of 6 from Inland Empire.
Yeah,
Lake Elsinore was the only one who didn't win 5. They won 4 of 6 of Visalia, and then Ontario, man, just completely dominated San Jose. I mean, really quick, man, before we get into any of this, I mean, just what was the craziest turnout for you personally? Like, what did you think?
As far as all the series go?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, from just any of the series, what was the most impressive thing from any team this week?
I think Ontario's domination in San Jose against the Giants team, who had been the best team in the Cal League.
Yeah.
Especially in the second half up to this point as well. And you know what? 5 of 6, they almost came away. I think the game that they lost was another 1-run game or something like that. So Ontario did fantastic. I mean, Easton Shelton, we'll talk about him in just a little bit, leads all minor league players right now in home runs with 31, dude. This dude is just mashing. We've talked about him week after week after week. And he, hopefully we get a chance to see him here this week as well. I think that's the most stunning. But on a positive note, too, it's nice to see the Lake Elsinore Storm get back to their winning ways.
Yes.
We were at the game last night.
Yes.
A lot of enjoyment. The guys, a lot of smiles and happiness. They won a series. They have a streak of wins going right now. So it's good to see them. They're starting to play their best baseball right when the time it matters most.
Oh, without a doubt, Freddie. So I'm ready, man. Let's do this. It's about that time to get into that first segment. Freddie B, what's this called?
Let's take this around the league, Larry.
All right, guys, let's do it, man. Going around the league, we begin our Week 17 story. You want to do this in like Morgan Freeman style? You down? You know what I mean? Like we begin.
I don't have the voice, but
in Fresno, California. I can't do it, But where Red Cucamonga won the opening game 6-4.
Yeah.
Well, that was it.
Yep.
But I will say that was behind 2 home runs from a guy that we've really been high on. Mishi, big shout out to you if you're listening over there, a part of the Red Cucamonga Quakes. She's really high on this guy, of course, Gabriel Davalio. And this guy, man, he was solid. And obviously Marlon Quintero too. So a really big game from those guys. Dylan Jordan allowed only 1 earned run and struck out 8. Crazy, right? 8 over 6 innings. 8 batters in over 6 innings. That was Rancho's only win of the series.
Yeah, I mean, their bats kind of went silent after that, and pitching went away after that as well. I mean, Fresno trailed 4-2 entering the 9th inning of Game 2, and Clayton Gray, tied the game with a 2-run single, and then Carlos Renzullo, delivered the walk-off hit right there, man. That comeback changed basically, the entire weekend from that point. Fresno won Game 3 17-6, Game 4 6-3, and won another walk-off in Game 5 in 10 innings in that one, and then finished off the series with a modest 19-6 victory as well. I mean, 36 runs in just 2 games alone. And Kyle Fossum hit his 3rd grand slam of the season, man.
Golly.
Awesome job for Awesome Fossum up there for the Grizzlies and the Low Riders or whatever you want to call them. But what a great week for Fresno. They needed that big time.
I'll tell you right now, man. As a father who owned a 62 Super Sport Chevy Impala.
Oh, yeah.
Cool little name there for these guys. They turned it purple. They were
those
riders.
Hats were nice too. I just bought so many hats, man. They're not cheap either.
No,
could some of the organizations just send us some? I mean, we're totally repping the California League. Please send us some. I'm a 7 3/8 if anybody's out there. Yeah, Larry. I mean, $50 a pop is a lot on a hat. I just picked up this one the other night too.
I got a big head, so I'm just but this is definitely, man. But really looking forward to getting more of these things. I know, Freddie, they're not cheap, but really excited though to go out to these parks again. We'll get to these in a few minutes, our experience, especially the ballpark report tonight and everything. But yeah, so back to this series though, man. The final scores: Rancho wins 6-4. And again, that was pretty much about it. For Rancho, they go ahead and exit the chat now. Because Fresno, well, here was the remainder of the series: 5-4, 17-6, 6-3. Okay, we're getting a little closer now. 7-6. Hey, there you go. In 10 innings. And then, just as you mentioned, 19-6. The Grizzlies won 5 of 6 and scored 58 runs.
58 runs. That's incredible, man. Almost hit that 60 point, man. That's all. I mean, Wilder Dalis too. He was so outstanding. Carlos Renzullo, like we already mentioned, had 2 walk-off hits. Kyle Fossum, the huge grand slam. Ashley Andahar, that guy is all coming around with some big pop right now. He homered, tripled in Game 5. Cam Nelson reached base 5 times in the finale, played a great center field as well. Fresno improved to 54-42 overall with the series win, and now a big point, 18-12 in the second half. We'll talk about the standings in a little bit. That's a huge number right there. Rancho, on the other hand, falls to 48-48 overall, 500 on the season, and 12-18 in the second half in the Southern Division.
Anytime you can put up a 60 burger in any sport, that's pretty big. But in baseball, it's a little crazy. I'm just saying, So, I don't care if they fell short by 2. That's a 60 burger, guys. So, Quakes, I'm sorry, not the proudest series.
You know what? That's crazy, too, because Rancho, just the series before that, had a huge offensive performance. We talked about, John Wimmer and Rylan Zeborowski, those guys coming through. And then, and Davalilo was the guy who wasn't hitting. He was in a slump. And now he is the one who's back on track. They just got to get it all together. This month is going to be huge for them. I don't know if they're going to be able to overcome this, this series that they just had. They got a big deficit now, 8 games, I think, behind Ontario in the South Division.
That's rough. That's rough, Freddie. And I'll tell you, I mean, you really want to cheer for all the teams, but man, when you see something like this, you just you got to be real about it. But I will say, for Cucamonga, it's not over. It's definitely not over. There's still, this is anybody's second half of the season, but my gosh. So, well, they got to fix it because this week isn't going to get any easier.
No, it's not getting any easier.
All right, next.
Switch hats.
I mean, I'm just gonna, just for fun, real quick. But yeah, next we head over to the Dino, San Bernardino, if you will, over to the Inland Empire 6-6ers, where Stockton continued its second half surge. My gosh, did they continue that second half surge by winning 5 of 6 against Inland Empire. The Ports opened with an 11-6 victory. Michael Brooks homered on the first pitch of this series.
Yeah.
Brayson Gudez drove in 4, and the Stockton bullpen retired the final 15 hitters in order. I mean, gosh dang, that was a great series for the Ports.
Yeah, huge series for them. Game 2 nearly got away from Stockton. However, though, the Ports led 6-1 entering the 9th inning. Inland Empire stormed back. They scored 4, made it a 1-run game, loaded the bases, and then Stockton escaped with that 6-5 victory. Stockton then won 3-1. Pitchers duel, game that we went to up there. Before exploding for a 16-3 win in Game 4, where Bobby Blandford hit a big grand slam. That was just part of that blowout victory in Game 4.
And that was crazy. I'll tell you, that game we went to on Thursday night. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, man, Inland Empire, they answered in Game 5. Okay, we were, 2 games after we were there. They finally got one, man. They went down 3-0 that night. We were there 4-0 the next night. Oh my gosh, just pain. I mean, that's basically what Raider fans felt like, 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, that kind of stuff. But Inland Empire answered in Game 5, finally. Grant J, he drove in 4. Cesar Quintas collected 3 hits in 6. The freaking 6-6ers, man. They won 11-5. Finally got one. Let's go. In the finale, Jay hit a grand slam to give Inland Empire a 5-4 lead, but Shotaro More, man, delivered a 2-run single in the 8th to give Stockton the 6-5 run.
So many grand slams,
dude. I'm loving it. This is fun, right? I mean,
it was awesome. Stockton won the series, 5-1, and in doing so, improved to 45-51 overall, and again 18-12 in the second half. That's the same record as Fresno right now in the second half at 18-12. The Ports have now won back-to-back series, and they've become one of the most dangerous teams in the second half race. And fun team out there. We got to see them a couple of times. We've seen them, in a game against the Storm this year, and then now this last week up in San Bernardino for the IE 66ers. A really good series.
They've been great, well, no, they haven't been great. They were not great this year, but I'll tell you what was great, being there. And that was a lot of fun, Freddie. I tell you right now, man, we had ourselves a great time. Big shout out to those guys, man. This guy right here, we got to show him some love. There we are right there. This guy right there, both these guys, Dominic, great dude. Glad we got to meet him.
Yes.
Steve Wentz, man, big shout out to this guy. That guy's incredible. We were up there in the press box looking all cool, Freddie. We're looking like we're important.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Thank you so much to Steve for having us out there. I mean, he took care of us very, very well. You got to, visit the press box, and then, had my kids with me, and you had your wife with you as well. And it was just a great night of baseball. The crowd wasn't huge that night. It was a Thursday and 105-degree heat, but man, just the overall experience was fantastic. And Chris Austin, thank you so much for helping us out as well and getting us out to the ballpark. And I think we're going to do this again before the end of the season, Larry.
We definitely are, man. I mean, look at this, was such a fun experience. My wife having a good old time with the cheerleaders. By the way, those cheerleaders are amazing. They're so cool. Like, really super nice young ladies, very just totally willing to take a picture and just very bubbly and very friendly. And they're fun.
You don't see cheerleaders at baseball games very often. I think they're the only team definitely in the California League that has cheerleaders, but in all of minor league baseball, I think they may be the only organization.
Yeah, which was pretty crazy, right? So seeing that was awesome, man. And then, of course, I wanted to show this really fast because obviously I'm going to, something you put up pretty recently, but a big shout out to these guys, man. They gave us a shout out on air. Pretty cool. We made the big board, the shout out.
Made the big board. And yeah, like you said, we were at the game and my wife calls me and she's like, hey, they just talked about you guys on the broadcast. I was like, oh, no way. That's so cool. So I went home and I had the Bally Sports app. I was able to watch the replay of the game and sure enough, took a clip of that. So that was really cool. He, called us out by name, Freddie B and Larry B for coming out there. We are the voices of the California League and we're getting some notoriety around everybody. Another cool thing was I got to talk with Port's pitching coach, Jim Gott, former MLB baseball player. He's a pitcher. Watched him, a lot of time here with his time with the Dodgers in the early 90s. And it was nice talking with him. We're hoping that maybe we can get Jim on the program at some point before the end of the season as well, just talking about how well Stockton has done in this resurgence in the second half and how their pitching is done and just California League baseball in general from a pitching coach perspective. We're hoping to get that maybe in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, man, that's pretty dang cool, man. Jim Gott, I mean, again, great big Dave there. I mean, if obviously you're a big baseball guy, you're going to know who he is. And pretty cool, man. I mean, pretty sweet. I thought that was really cool. You were like, I just talked to Jim Gott. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was cool. I love it when coaches from some of these teams are former players because, the guys that I probably watched growing up as a kid as well. So really cool to talk with him. Very nice, humble guy. And it was great to talk to.
It was, I'm sure, man. And just again, great to talk to all these guys. I am bummed. I got a really cool interview with Will Ambruster, and unfortunately, it did not freaking load. I don't know what happened, but that's why we're getting little mics and everything now because bummer. But Will's a great dude. That guy is awesome. So happy for him. The other night he got, he was in the mound. Rough game, I know, but things happen. But just a great dude. And I make sure to hit him up on Instagram too. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I thought we lost you there for a sec.
Microphones like to happen sometimes. But no, man, that great dude, and I'm glad that we're catching some of these awesome people, these great players on our shows, man. But yeah, just awesome stuff though from these guys all the way around. Really fun experience over at San Manuel. And again, my apologies, guys. Life was lifing today, so I didn't get a chance to get everything loaded up like I wanted to. But check out Dirt and Diamonds on Instagram. You can check out all our video clips there, everything that we got, all the live action plays, the scores, all that fun stuff there. But yeah, anyway, Freddie. So it was a lot of fun, man. We enjoyed ourselves a lot. Had a great time over there. And I guess a big shout out and thank you to the folks over at San Manuel. And of course, Steve Went. That guy's amazing.
Yes, he is.
So, all right, Freddie B. Let's take a turn now. We went from
let's switch hats again.
We went from these guys to these guys now. I gotta wear different hats now, But we went on over now. Let's head on over to Lake Elsinore, where the Storm and Visalia played the strangest series of the week. I mean, wow. So the Storm won game 1, 8-7, after trailing 6-1 the entire seventh, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They got 2. Entering the seventh. They that's pretty crazy, right? But Yimi Tovar drove in 4, including the go-ahead 2-run single.
Yeah, the huge comeback in game 1 of that series. But then Visalia came back and answered with a 13-1 blowout win over the Storm. Yarrold Nyin had 5 hits, 4 runs scored, 2 doubles, 3 stolen bases. Pedro Blanco homered and doubled. He drove in 5 as well. So, right there, big production offensively. And then the next night, Elsinore scores 6 runs in the first inning. That was the game. We were following it on our phone because we were, at the 66ers game. All right. Oh, shoot. Elsinore's up 6-0. Visalia scored the final 11 runs of that game and won 11-7 in epic fashion.
What the crap? Right?
We got to talk to the Bull and Crown Society and ask them how, their experience as well.
We definitely do, man. And the Storm had been outscored 24-8 over 2 games. Okay. But they responded. Cruz Schoolcraft, which, oh my gosh, you want to tell the story, Freddie?
Do I have to? Okay. I'll say it real quick. And, Justin over with the Storm, got us an opportunity to do an interview with Cruz Schoolcraft yesterday at the game. And in the middle of the interview, the band for Faith and Family Night started playing, and it drowned out the audio of the clip that we had. So an awesome interview with Cruz. Nonetheless, great kid, huge potential, big upside. We're going to get that again with him hopefully soon here. So we will do that. So, technical issues happen. You know what? It's part of the game. Unfortunately, we'll be better at it the next time we do it.
We definitely will. Total bummer. I know, kind of just one of those things where you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's a great guy.
Really good guy.
Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy that he was willing. Just what a great dude. Really quick, everybody, just want to put this up there because this is one of the coolest things ever. I mean, just because we're so happy for this guy. Again, he's the most modest dude in the world. He'll be the first guy to tell you, like any true athlete that's like, hey, you know what? I'm here, but I got work. He's that guy. Yeah. And I love that.
Gentle giant.
He really is. He's that guy that he swears, he will be a Hall of Famer. I'm just saying, like he'll have, you know what I mean? That what I'm talking about, Freddie, right? Like that where, well, I could have been better. He's that kind of guy, and I love that. So being able to see this, pretty cool. At least I know the audio didn't come out, kind of a bummer, but at least we can do this really quick and show a cool picture. I think your daughter got this one, right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool picture there. I mean, over at this was a huge bat there, man. He just followed us, by the way.
Yes, he did.
Earlier today.
Yobert,
you're amazing. That guy is awesome. And just getting some cool videos here. And well, hey, we're live in case you guys didn't know and you're watching already. Okay. So anyway, Freddie B. So really cool, man. Really glad to head out over there. But yeah, man. Schoolcraft allowed he allowed 1 earned run over 5 innings in a 5-1 victory, which was really cool in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Like Elsinore then won 10-2 before making the finale 2-1, which is pretty cool because every single score was a solo home run.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
Won by, of course, Yobert Ocopio. And who else? Truett Madonna. Coming back, by the way, to knock one over the fence.
Yeah, his second home run of the season. It was nice to see him back in the lineup for Elsinore, getting behind the dish there. And it was big. Again, it was part of that, big series for the Storm. They needed to get back on track. Yeah. Winning 4 of 6, only allowing 4 total runs over the final 3 games. So pitching was fantastic for them. It's an impressive response, really after having some difficult nights to start the series.
Yeah, just again, the Storm were something else this week because again, you can tell how do you say it? That old spirit from earlier in the year. Of course, again, players have moved on. But that old, you can feel it. You can feel momentum. These guys are like, no, playoffs are here. I mean, we talked to I got a chance, of course, holler a couple guys after the game. And pretty cool to hear, that like that spirit's there. These guys are like, no, playoff mode. Like, we know it's been a little rough, but August is here and September is here before you know it.
Yeah,
you know,
now's
so
the time to get it into gear. You know,
yeah,
you can't blame the call ups and depleted roster anymore. Now the team has had some time to gel together. We heard Connor Westenberg saying that it's taken some time for everybody to get together, but now they got that camaraderie. The leaders need to step up their game, which they're showing right now. The newer players are coming in, making their mark. I think Elsinore is going to be in a good spot going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I honestly, I was a little scared for a while. I can't say I wasn't.
Sure.
As a lifetime Storm fan, a little scared there because you get nervous. You know it's a solid team, but you're just pretty cool, man. Westenberg, by the way, great dude. that guy is super cool. And again, just I love it. You can tell there's a glow right now around the Storm to where they know it. They know what's in front of them. They know that the next couple series there's nothing easy from here on out. They're here. They're
at Stockton this week. Then they're hosting Ontario, and then I believe they go to San Jose, or San Jose comes here. San Jose, I think, comes down this way. So they've got some really tough matchups, and that's perfect preparation. You want to play your best baseball against the best teams, and I think we're going to see what Elsinore is made of in the next couple series to end the month.
It's exciting. And again, just something that if you're a Storm fan, awesome. If you're not, I mean, hey, this is something to watch, So, all right, Freddie B. Last but not least, we don't have this hat yet, but it's okay. We're going to get it soon. Ontario and San Jose entered their series tied near the top of the standings. Ontario walked out of Excite Ballpark with 5 victories.
Yeah.
What the crap? Will Gagnon opened the series with 6 scoreless innings and 8 strikeouts during a 6-2 win.
Yeah, that was huge for them. And then Ontario won game 2, 6-5, scoring 3 runs in the 8th inning of that game. Jared Elkins tying the game with an RBI double, and Jeskua Laborious, escaped a bases loaded jam in the 9th inning. I thought San Jose was going to answer right back and come back and walk them off, but they did get out of that jam. And then in game 3, Ontario did lose 5-0. Ching Sing Ko immediately, answered San Jose's comeback with a go-ahead homer, and Ontario won 7-5.
Game 4 was a 10-inning thriller, dude. I mean, Rod Barajas Jr. hit a grand slam for San Jose. Mario Shendrick Martinez, a guy who, again, I still don't know how he's still here, along with Easton Shelton, who I still don't know why he's still here either, because they should be moved up quick. Again, guys that we consistently always say. But Ontario, I mean, just wow. The Tower Buzzers tied it in the 9th and won 9-8 in the 10th of that game.
Yeah, Barajas then produced, one of the greatest individual games of the season in game 5, 2 home runs as well. Another grand slam. What's that, 4 so far in this week alone in California League action? And then San Jose scored 8 runs. He drove in every one of them in that 8-3 victory. You talk about a week, a series. He did it all that in one day.
Super cool, right? I mean, again, you have a guy. I mean, what else do you say, Freddie? I don't even know what else. I'm running out of stuff. I mean, golly, what a freaking performance! Again, this is cool because we get to see these guys before they ever get to do it on the big stage, and that's cool, to see that, man. So Ontario responded in the finale. Martinez homered. Oswaldo Osorio hit a go-ahead 2-run shot, and Javier Herrera drove in 3 during an 8-4 win. Ontario now improved to 53-43 overall, and a league best 20-10 in the second half. So San Jose, they fell to 55-41, something that they haven't experienced a lot this year, losing series, especially that bad. And now they are 18-12 in the second half.
18-12. Ontario blowing away the Southern Division, but in the North, you got San Jose, Stockton, and Fresno all at 18-12 right now with a month to go in the season. Pretty good stuff. A lot of excitement up there. But, week 17 by the numbers, 3 teams won 5 of 6, like you mentioned. Fresno scoring a whopping 58 runs in their series. Stockton scoring 53 runs themselves. And then, Ontario didn't, they still wanted to come to the party. They put up 44 runs in the series against a really good San Jose pitching staff. Elsinore allowed only 4 runs in its final 3 games of the series. So they got the good end of the pitching there. And then we saw, the grand slams, Kyle Fossum, Bobby Blandford, Grant J, Rod Barajas. He had 2 of them. Huge series by these guys. 5 grand slams in total this week.
I mean, again, this is why this was, it's crazy. A couple weeks ago, what do we have, Freddie? We had a series where everyone split.
Yeah.
And here we go. That is why this league is so special, because you seriously have no idea what's going to happen. In the MLB, sometimes you can tell. Okay, yeah. I'm just being real. In professional sports,
you kind
of know. At this level, if you're a betting man, you're not betting here.
That's why it's so great. Get your butt into a ball game, because you don't know what's going to happen. Every game is unpredictable, and that's what you want to see in baseball. Is games that are exciting, and you don't know what to expect. When you go to see, like the Dodgers play. Let's throw somebody out there. The who?
Cardinals.
Yeah, so somebody, you expect the Dodgers to just go out there and win the series. You never know what you're going to get. But the biggest thing is you're seeing these young kids making their marks, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's the cool part. Again, if you're a fan who just, okay, I hate to say this, but casual and diehard are different categories, but I truly feel like with minor league,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, because if you're casual, you get to enjoy the game. Not a bad seat in the house. Greatest experience you could imagine, up close and personal. And if you're a diehard, you're getting to see dudes who are going to be in the majors soon. You're seeing stories unravel. I mean, there's something it's like IE Sports Radio, man. We got something for everybody. That's minor league baseball to me.
You know what? Yeah, you got the little kids there that enjoy the mascots, right? Yes. And then you've got the youth baseball players and stuff, like they like to be up close and personal. That's as close as the action as you can get, really. Yeah. Without spending an arm and a leg at a major league stadium. And then guys like myself and like you, Larry, I look at this as the future for these organizations. Me being a Padres fan, I have a heavy hand in watching the Storm and enjoy watching them, because these are the guys that are going to end up playing for the team that I root for later on down the road. And we've seen so many greats come out of these organizations. So yeah, it's fantastic. It has something for everybody, and that's what makes it so great.
It does, and that's, again, just makes it. You said it. I can't even follow that. That's exactly it. So with that said, you guys, that was Around the League. A little long-winded one, but that's okay. We had a lot to say, lots of fun stuff. Again, big, gigantic shout out to the Inland Empire 66ers. You guys are amazing, class organization. We're so happy we went to go see these guys. Steve Went, you are the man. That's great stuff. And also the Lake Elsinore Storm. Thank you, Justin, for getting us there. And really excited for to head back. Big ups to our boy Logan.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him one of these.
I look. That guy is amazing. He's a lot like Jacob Fagundes and these great MCs around the league. Still excited to get Crazy J on. I know Crazy J has had a lot of busy weeks, but we're still working on getting him on pretty soon from the Quakes, another class organization here. So again, big ups and thank you to all these great people getting us to these games. We're able to come on here and talk about the experience. We're going to talk about some food in a little bit, because we ate food at these ballparks, of course, and we got plenty more getting to. So take ourselves a quick break. When we get back, it's about that time to jump on into the big story and keep on cruising with the show. You are watching Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
From the stadium lights to the stadium shade, the clubhouse crews, the on-field MCs, delicious park food and the summer breeze. California League with Larry B and Freddie B on IE Sports Radio. Keep that dirt flying, and we'll see you next pitch.
Here at Dirt and Diamonds on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We love California League baseball, local businesses, and the communities that make this league special. Dirt and Diamonds is built around the fans, the teams, the ballparks, the stories, and the local energy that makes the California League one of a kind. We're a growing show built by baseball fans for baseball fans, and we know how much heart goes into building something from the ground up. If you own or run a local business and want to connect with baseball fans across California League communities, we'd love to help spotlight what you do. Good people, good baseball, local businesses, real community.
Interested?
Send us a direct message and let's grow together.
Welcome back to Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And just got to, go off script a little bit and just say, yeah, guys, if you got a business, man, I mean, hey, we, just as the commercial says, we know what it takes to build something from the ground up. I mean, we're kind of doing that right now. What do you think? So, I mean, right, Freddie B? I mean, hey, you got something out there, man.
Hey,
we'll promote you.
Help us help you. Right?
That's it.
That's what it is, man. Yeah, if you have a business out there, you know what? Yeah, definitely hit us up. We'd love to, throw it out there. I just got a text right now from a good buddy of mine that I haven't talked to in a while. I used to work with him, and he's like, dude, I love your program. I'm watching it right now. He's like, you guys got to come out and check one of the Pioneer League games, the Long Beach team down there. What are they called? They're called the Regulators, I think, right? Warren G is one of the owners of that team. So yeah, I was like, Matt, dude, we'll try to get out there. That'd be kind of cool as well. I know they're trying to do Pioneer League team in Irvine as well. They're trying to get a team there. Cool. So Pioneer League, hey, the sport's growing everywhere. But yes, thank you all for tuning in. Where's the Bull and Crown Society? They're not chiming in today. Is it because they lost the series to the Storm?
We're hurt.
Where are they at?
We're hurt. We are hurt.
Come on, guys.
Come on. Hit us up. Where's that chat? All right, I know, right? We need that chat bumping. Those guys really get it going. And big shout out to them, of course. And again, everybody who's been on the show, you guys have been amazing all season long. And we're keeping it pushing. Freddie B, let's do this, man. We got ourselves another segment. And well, this is what we thought was the biggest deal of the week. This is the big story. All right, y'all. My big story. All right, Freddie. I'm gonna take 2 pills of Freddie Told Me So. I'm gonna get some coffee and I'm gonna wash it down with some. Yeah, Freddie B was right. I had my number 1 team last week. Our number 1 team, my power rankings, was San Jose, and I said, San Jose has got this. Ontario, they're good, but I just think that San Jose is a little bit better. Well, I had those words for dinner pretty much every night. And, Ontario, my big story is Ontario proving its second half success is legitimate, man. Ontario did not beat a struggling club 5 times. Okay. The Tower Buzzers went into San Jose and defeated one of the league's best teams 5 out of 6.
What impressed you the most with this series, Larry?
If I got to say anything, their ability to answer. Apparently they heard me and they answered me pretty apparently somebody's watching the show over there because they answered me pretty good. But yeah, San Jose erased a 5-run deficit in game 3. Ontario responded immediately. San Jose took a late lead in game 4. Ontario tied it and won in extra innings. San Jose grabbed control early in game 6, where, they could salvage something, right? Nope. Yep. Ontario answered again. Ontario won with starting pitching, late rallies, power, for damn sure, speed, and complete bullpen execution, And personally, that's what championship caliber teams look like.
It is, man, and they're just putting it together at just the right time, dominating wins, like you said, comebacks, late inning rallies, the power, man. Nobody hits the long ball as well as Ontario does, man. They can definitely win a game by hitting a big home run, and we're seeing that right now with Easton Shelton. I mean, Jesus. My big story though is the rebirth of Stockton, man. I said that they were going to be the team coming into the way that they were playing at the end of the first half. I had a sense that they were going to be a better team in the second half. And they're proving that right now. Obviously they played a 66ers team, which is obviously, struggling both the first and the second half, but just the way that they've done it, man, great pitching. They can put up a ton of runs. We saw them score, so many runs this week as well. The record is only 45 and 51 overall. But that doesn't represent the team that they are right now, 18 and 12 in the second half. The Ports took the series from San Jose and then followed it up by winning 5 of 6 against the 66ers.
And they're winning in different ways.
Yeah. They are.
Right? That's impressive to me.
That's what you need. You need to be able to win in different ways, and they're getting it.
They are. And you see this. I mean, look at these guys that have produced.
Yeah, they slugfest, that they survived that 7-inning rally that Inland put up against them, the good pitchers duel that we saw, a 16-run blowout game. Brayson Gudez, man, that guy, I think he's like number 8 in the rankings right now as far as Sacramento A's prospects. And he proved that. It was nice to see him in person and have a fantastic week. Michael Brooks, another big week. Bobby Blanford, that guy can put up some moonshots. Edgar Montero, Gavin Turley, Satoru Mori. We've talked about these guys a lot lately, and it's because they're just playing so good. If Stockton continues this against Elsinore, who they're going to be hosting this week, we have to stop calling it a hot streak and just, saying they're one of the best teams in the league right now.
Yeah, certainly. And it's crazy because I don't know, just to end that off. I mean, like you said, Portland, sorry. You said it last week too. I know, swear jar.
Yeah. Stockton
the Stockton Ports. It's really cool because, again, you see a team that was the first half. You couldn't even mention them. I mean, you could mention some players, but as a team, this wasn't a team where you were going to say, yeah, this is going to be anybody this year. This team is going to be anything but good sometimes. Was what I was thinking early on in the season. But again, that's why it's a long season. And here they are now. They're surging. Hell of a year. Well, second half this year. So looking good for these guys. So, all right, man. Here it comes. Next segment, man. We got some diamonds. What's this one called, Freddie B?
Diamonds in the rough.
All right, guys. Diamond in the rough, the underrated player that deserves a whole bunch more, man. My diamond in the rough this week, Ashley Andujar. Andujar of
Andujar.
Again, it's one of those deals there. But yeah, dude, I'll tell you right now, these guys, Fresno right now is playing so well.
There's a lot of
we thought, and I hate to say this, when Holiday went down, I kind of counted them out a little bit. I was like, yeah, that was
good. A huge blow early for them.
Yeah. And so again, Ashley Andujar of Fresno. Look,
not just Holiday going down. Tanner Thatch gets called up to high A, and then Roldy Brito as well gets called up to high A. You lose the heart of, your two biggest pieces of that team. And they had a little bit of a shaky, couple of weeks, but I think they've got it right back after this week.
They did, and this looks great. I mean, my gosh, this has got to be my diamond in the rough. Wilder Dalis, Carlos Ranzulo, and Kyle Fossum. Awesome, Fossum. I love that. Received major headlines, man. But Andujar helped make Fresno's lineup impossible to navigate. In Game 5, he tripled, hit a 2-run home run, and drove in 3 during a game where Fresno eventually won extra innings. All right, that's huge. And then when a team scores 58 runs, strong performances can get buried, but Andujar deserves recognition, and that's why he's my diamond in the rough for this week.
I love it. Actually, Andujar too. I mean, he's tall, very thin. You don't think he would have that much pop in his bat, but that's, he could definitely hit the long ball pretty well. I'm going to go with Brandon Langley of the Storm this week.
Yeah.
He pitched 3 perfect innings, 6 strikeouts in the 2-1 series finale. There was no margin for error. He entered the close game, gave Visalia absolutely nothing. And the pitching altogether on Sunday for Elsinore was fantastic. A shaky start. And then in the first inning, a couple of walks, couple of mound visits, end up getting out of it. They were no hit until that solo home run, and then they only had 1 hit until the 9th inning. So Elsinore's pitching was fantastic. But that performance really helped bridge the game into the late innings, and that's why the Storm was able to finish off this series with 3 consecutive wins.
And that says a lot. Again, great job by Langley. I mean, really, we've seen him look pretty strong this series.
Yeah.
So I like what he's got going on. Oh, yeah. He's solid. He's somebody that we'll see move eventually, but right now he's in a great place, perfect place to just continue to get better. And I love the pick.
Yeah,
definitely. So, all right, Freddie B is going to lead us off on this next one, man. What's this one called?
Dirt Dog of the Week. All right, you ready for this one, Larry?
Let's get it.
I'm going with Jared Elkins. Jared Elkins, Ontario Tower Buzzers.
Where's my cereal bowl so I could eat the words from last week again? He was a part of me eating those words. Yes.
Just one of the contributors for the Tower Buzzers right now. Elkins tied Game 2 with an RBI double. He scored twice, stole 2 bases, stole 2 more in Game 3. And then he tripled later in the series. I mean, the guy just loves to run, it looks like, right? I mean, stealing bases, legging out a triple. He was constantly forcing San Jose's, pitchers to deal with him on the base paths. And he was tough at the plate as well. He reached base. He took those extra bases, really created those pressure moments. And, he wasn't hitting the bombs or anything like that, but he was just, doing the little things. That's what Dirt Dog baseball is all about, baby.
That's it. Time and time again. And that great pick there, man. I'm going to go with, again, a guy that I've given this title to before because, well, he deserves it. My Dirt Dog of the Week, Gavin Castillo out of Rancho Cucamonga. Okay. Gotta
good choice. Good choice.
Get the hat ready. Thank you, sir. Yeah. I mean, this dude right here, man, the Quakes lost 5 straight. Okay. Still rough. Okay. But Castillo never stopped competing, ever, and he had 3 hits in Game 1. He doubled and tripled in Game 2, added another double and tripled in Game 3. I mean, he's just, he's playing his game. And
extra bases, baby.
That's right. And he finished the finale with 4 hits and 3 RBIs. I mean, come on, man. The series was already lost.
One of the shining moments for Rancho, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why this guy right here, definitely my Dirt Dog. The series was already lost, and the final score was ugly. I mean, it's one of those where you're just saying, please end. Freddie and I were keeping track of the score, over there at Storm Stadium. I made a joke where they're just like, yeah, pull the plug. Just please end already.
Yeah.
But Castillo continued battling, man, through every plate appearance. The Dirt Dog does not always have to come from the winning team. And this week, I'm going to go with a dude who proves that.
I love that choice. That's a great pick right there. I mean, you could have easily gone with Wilder Dalis. I mean, he was, the offensive minor league baseball player of the week for the California League, or you could have gone with Talon Haley, pitcher for Rancho. You know, he was the pitcher of the week there for them, for MILB. So yeah, great choice right there. You love those guys that just, you know, put that effort in there, you know, and he did his best to keep that team afloat. Unfortunately, you know, that series did not go their way.
No, unfortunately, but man, what a great group of guys right there. I like that. Two good dudes who definitely deserved it, man. So, all right, Freddie B, about that time to get into the minor league moment. Let's do this. All right, guys. The certified minor league moment. That moment that makes you say this is why we watch minor league baseball. My minor league moment is Carlos Renzulo's second walk-off hit. Let's go, man. Look, his first came after Fresno entered the 9th inning of game 2, trailing 4-2. 3 nights later, Fresno and Rancho went to extra innings, and Renzulo ended the game again. I mean, we see a pattern here, you know? So 2 walk-off hits in 4 days. Those are the moments that fans remember long after the season ends. And those are the moments that say, hey, who is that guy down there in the...
Yep.
Yeah, move him up. Move him up. Yep.
Yeah. You know what? And there's no better... there's so many great announcers in the California League. You want to watch an announcer, you know, enjoy his job and call a great call. Go listen to Tim Slack's voice and his play-by-play of those 2 walk-offs. They were fantastic. And you know what? He did a great job right there. You got to see a really exciting week up there in Fresno. Great choice with Renzulo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. How about you?
I'm going to go with somebody that we haven't talked about before either, and that's Rod Barajas Jr.
Oh,
you know, he's driving in every run in that San Jose game on Sunday. You know, 2 homers, you know, a grand slam, 8 ribbies. He already hit a grand slam the previous night, so 2 grand slams in back-to-back nights. I mean, giving him, you know, 8 RBIs just alone right there. Huge couple of days for him. San Jose needed someone to step up, and Barajas really was the one to carry the offense, and that's why we watch minor league baseball, Larry.
It definitely is, and super great picks there. I mean, again, love it. This is why we watch the game, and this is why you should tune into the show. I'm just saying. You know?
Rod Barajas Sr. maybe can tune in. I mean, he was a very good catcher himself. Played a lot of years in the majors as well. I think most of them, you know, with the Texas Rangers. I know I'm missing a few teams off the top of my head, but yeah, he was a very good catcher as well.
Man, who was he with? He was with the Rangers for a good minute. I know he's what, about 50 right now?
Yeah, I think he played a couple of seasons with the Padres.
I know he played with the Diamondbacks for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
He started his career with the Diamondbacks.
Is that where he got? That's where he started with, right? He was a couple places. I know he was with the Mets.
Primarily, Arizona and Texas for most of his career, and then after that, kind of, you know, a team every other year, it seemed like.
But still, I mean, I know he had a brief stint with the Dodgers.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Yeah, he was with the Dodgers as well. You're absolutely right.
But that's, I mean, and look, so I mean, it's in his pedigree, you know. So Junior's getting it, you know.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
All right, Freddie B, it's getting hot, man, and here in Southern California, I know Arizona and Texas and Florida people. I know it's hotter, okay, but look, it's freaking hot over here too. So heat check. Yeah. All right, Freddie B, lead us off.
I'm gonna go with the hottest hitter right now. Well, Pedro Blanco of Visalia.
Good pick.
Homer, double, drove in 5 in the 13-1 win over the Storm. Next night he homered, doubled twice, and drove in 5 more, 10 RBIs over the 2 games for Pedro Blanco. Pete White.
Yeah, there you go. Pete White. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you grow up in Southern California. No, totally though. Yes, yeah, totally. And great pick there. I like that one a lot. So, all right, who do we got? Let's see. I'm gonna go with. You look.
Oh, come on.
I know it's a cop out at this point in time. I mean, I know we're just waiting for him to. Remember Johnny Level?
Yeah.
Pretty soon, this guy's gonna be doing the same exact thing. My hitter, of course, is Easton Shelton of the Ontario Tower Buzzers. I mean, come on, man. This guy he's about as good as it gets. I mean, Shelton hit 4 home runs during a 6-game road series against one of the best teams in the league. I don't care if some people are like, well, they were a little down or whatever. It doesn't matter. They're still damn good. San Jose knew the danger and still could not keep him in the ballpark. Okay, this guy is incredible. My pitching heat check goes to Will Gagnon. And again, I hope not butchering it. I know it's French. Okay, but amazing job by him. 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, and 8 strikeouts in the opening game against San Jose. He set the tone for the entire series, in my opinion.
Both great picks. Excite Ballpark definitely had excitement, but it was coming from the Tower Buzzers, not the Giants this week, right? I'm going to go with the guy who was the minor league, player of the week pitching wise, and that's Talon Haley of Rancho. They lost game 2, but Haley, through 5 scoreless innings, 10 strikeouts in those 5 innings. He kept them in the game. The bullpen, unfortunately, imploded, and it just doesn't erase the dominant performance that Haley had. A fantastic job right there. Angels can definitely use some arms, man.
Yeah.
Keep it going, Talon.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. God, what a stupid name. I'm sorry. See, we're already starting, Freddie. All right, well, before I go down the rabbit hole of just saying horrible things about a team, we're going to go ahead and switch it over to a segment that I cannot wait to talk about, the food we ate this last past week. This is the Ballpark Report.
Yeah. Food. Every time, man, this segment comes on, my wife just gets home from work. She makes dinner on Monday nights with all the shows that I'm doing. So I could smell it cooking right now, man. But no, it was cooking last night in Elsinore, at the Stadium Club right there. Larry, you tested the smash burger at San Manuel. I had the bacon burger there. It was like a Carl's Jr. Famous Star, man. It was just perfect.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I thought you had nachos. Oh, my wife had
nachos last night.
You had nachos last night. My wife had nachos at San Manuel. My apologies.
Yeah, we reversed it. I ordered a burger last night. I had 1 bite, and the next thing I know, my daughter, put it away. So that was the only thing I did have was a bite of it. But the nachos were fantastic, by the way. Difficult work. Somebody had to do it. Me and Sid put those nachos away pretty convincingly.
They looked amazing, by the way. I know.
Very good.
I just, okay. So I will say that I just, I'm very fond of food, and definitely fond of some dining room, some, what do they call it? The Diamond Tap Room. Burgers there. So unfortunately, this guy right here put the burger away before I could take a dang picture of it. I just was hungry, and but I'll show you guys that in a few minutes. However, I just got to show really quick, man. So this was the only thing we got, the only thing that I took a picture of.
Yeah.
Okay. This was at the Inland Empire, obviously at IE, and this was the smash burger from over there. I know I was walking and I was shooting a video at the same time and everything, but I'll tell you right now, those fries are so damn good. In the burger, very juicy, very nicely done. Nice little touch in there. You can tell it's very some good seasoning. Very good food. Love the smash burger. Really enjoyed it. Again, I devoured it after it. This was the burger's final moments.
Yeah.
it didn't see the light of day very much after this. I'm sorry, guilty, sorry. And I will say it was amazing. The wife had some nachos, loved them. She says they're very delicious. So obviously, we're stuffing our faces as the cheerleaders are walking by. We're like, oh, can we get a picture? Sorry, so my bad. But yeah, and then I will say the very next night, so I did not get a photo of the 2 burgers that I ate last night because I went up and got another one.
You did.
It was so good. But I will say, this is what these bad boys usually look like. Okay. And looked a little bit different last night, but this is what you get over at the Diamond Tap Room, the Diamond Tap Restaurant. Just amazing, delicious burger there from Lake Elsinore Storm. And again, just looking at this, it's such a cool place, Freddie B. We were there last night.
Yeah, very cool place. Coolest place in the entire building because it had AC.
Literally.
100 plus degrees last night, man. And I wouldn't have minded, just watching the game from inside there on the screens. But yeah
seriously.
The food was very good.
It was great, man. So I definitely enjoyed those 2 smash burgers. I'm a smash burger guy, man. And like I said, I love the fact that we had a great atmosphere. By the way, big shout out to Steve Went, man. That guy got us a little voucher for food, by the way, which was amazing. That guy is awesome. Like, what a job.
Nice.
What a cool dude. So again, just big shout out to everybody. He's showing us love, man. So in conclusion, look, Sam and Will offered this delicious, both of them, they offered 2 delicious cheeseburgers. I love some cheeseburgers. So both delivered. I really, really had a great time. Obviously, we had great times at the park, but definitely had good meals at the parks too. So
yeah, no. Next time though, when I do order the nachos in Elsinore, I'm gonna make sure I do add the protein to it. I didn't do that. It was just chips and a ton of. There was no dry chips, man. There was so much cheese sauce, but then they give you like the salsa and the guacamole on the side, and it's a mess. And that's how nachos are supposed to be. They're not supposed to be. You're supposed to go through napkins and licking your fingers and stuff like that when you eat nachos, and they delivered.
That's right. It was they looked really good. I was like, oh man, but yeah, I just can't get past the dang smash burger. Like I can't help it. It's delicious. So looking forward to it. If you guys want great ballpark food, man, again, big shout out to those guys.
That's hard hitting journalism right there, Larry. You're on top of it, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Take a bow. Thank you. Yeah, that was great stuff, man. Definitely great meals from these places here. And again, if you guys are in the area, check out a Storm game, check out a 6-Sixers game, and hey, while you're there, grab a little bite to eat. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah,
for sure. So, all right, guys, let's get on in to 2 little things. Well, not 2, but our 2 different perspectives this week in a segment that Freddie B just loves all too much.
Oh, I love power rankings, Larry. You know that.
All right, guys.
I'm trying to edit mine, and I just messed it all up. Darn it.
Oh no, Freddie B done
it's all good. It's all good. I know who they were.
All good. So I will say I screwed up today. Usually, Freddie B, we go out and everything. I was really busy. So because Freddie B has his kind of gets in the balance right now, and I got a chance to do mine earlier, but I was busy, blah, blah, blah. I had my graphic, not going to show it because if I'm not going to show one, if I'm going to show both, I'm not going to show either. What could I say? But I will say we have our power rankings here. Let's do it. Freddie B, from 8 to 1, let's do it. Short, sweet, but to the point, man. So, number 8 on my power rankings for this week. I love them. I do. I feel so bad always putting these guys dead last, but just isn't their year so far. And I don't know if it's going to be the year at all. But the Azalea Rawhide will be the caboose again this week. Look, Azalea displayed tremendous offensive upside, but only scored 4 runs over the final 3 games. It's hard to put these guys any higher. Not the best second half right now. I know they're not horrible in the overall standings, but again, it's just, this has nothing to do with standings or anything. This is just where they look. Okay. So number 7, the Inland Empire 6-Sixers. How do I have these guys here? Okay. They showed fight and offensive firepower for sure. But their pitching struggled to contain Stockton. And honestly, man, the Storm should low-key be down here. And why did I not put them at 7? Because the Storm actually got a series this week, and they looked really good. The Sixers have a better record in the second half. But right now, a bummer for the Sixers, man. They got waxed at home. Just not a great series. Yep. So we'll see where they are next week. But number 6, and again, this is another one where it's like, wait a minute. How do you have the Storm ahead of these guys? But look, man, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Look, Rancho received strong individual performances, but failed to finish close games. The Quakes must stop negative momentum early, and that's something they can't seem to stop the bleeding, man. And it sucks because they have the team to do it. It's just not clicking right now for them, and I understand. So, okay, again, better record than the next guys, but number 5, the Lake Elsinore Storm. Why do I have them so high? Because this week they fought a team who isn't so bad, okay? But, I'll tell you right now, I get it. The Rawhide may be, this was a little joke there. I know they're last place, but at least they got a freaking series win. They haven't had one of those in a while. Last night you heard Westenberg. He was like, man, we won 3 games straight for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, it's not. So it goes to show you how hard wins are to come by. But the Storm won 4 of 6 and allowed only 4 runs over the final 3 games. So their response to adversity was very impressive. That's why I got them as high as 5. Are they higher than that? I can't see it, but that's where I'll put these guys. Number 4, man. Again, Freddie, I had me a nice big slice of humble pie last week after I got so high on these guys. But look, man, San Jose, you don't go 1-5 in a series and stay at number 1 for sure. So I'm going to put these guys at 5. San Jose lost 5 of 6, but they remain extremely talented. I get it. It's just a series, but the Giants must stabilize after losing consecutive series for sure. Number 3, I have not had these guys this high all season, but it feels good to do it. It does, Freddie. It feels good to do it. The Stockton Ports are my number 3. They're 18-12 in the second half, and they've won consecutive series. They have shown tremendous promise right now. Their lineup is producing from top to bottom. Pitching is looking strong. These guys look like a team who is destined right now to get to them playoffs if they can stay what they're doing. Number 2. Well, Freddie, I can't be a dummy. Last week again, I said these guys weren't the true number 1, so they are my number 1. That's the Tower Buzzers. So number 2, the Fresno Grizzlies. These guys are amazing. They look 58 runs again, almost put up a 60 burger. Okay. And they won twice on walk-offs this week. That is fighting adversity at its best. And this may be the deepest lineup in the league, which is crazy because you just talked about all the talent they lost earlier this year. And look they're still dominating. So I got them going all the way up to number 2. And then number 1, if I didn't put Ontario at number 1 this week, I would look like an idiot because of how much I thought the Giants would beat them this past week. So yes, my number 2 from last week is now number 1, the Ontario Tower Buzzers. They took 5 of 6 at San Jose and leads the second half 20-10. Okay, 20-10. And the Tower Buzzers can win with power, speed, pitching, late rallies, you name it, they can do it. They are the oh my gosh, the utility player, man. Who's the utility man for the Boston Red Sox when they were hot like 10 years ago? Oh my gosh, what's his name? That's gonna bug me. That's gonna bother me. But dude was a freaking monster. It's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me. Shaw. Was it Shaw?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, I was saying.
Okay. You had me stumped.
So
yeah.
Okay. So that is my current my power rankings of the moment. Freddie B, what you got?
Yeah, a little bit. I made a couple of tweaks to mine here. I'm going to go with the 66ers, number 8 right now. Didn't really prove anything to me. We did get to see a guy who follows us here and his father here in Estevan Moreno. Hit a home run the game we went. So shout out to Estevan, for that homer that game. Yeah, but, that's about the highlight of the week, really. They just got the one win. But, yeah, it's tough right now. And they got some players coming in and things like that. So they'll you know what? Play spoiler. That's what you can do. You're not going to make the playoffs, but you can play spoiler and get your guys the reps and the at bats and the innings pitch to improve your performance and the player's career and everything like that. Coming in at number 7, the Visalia Rawhide. 24 runs over 2 games, and then they only scored 4 in the last 3. They put up a fight, but Elsinore really handled them pretty good. Coming in at number 6, man, they kind of made a big drop here, and I'm going to go with Rancho at number 6. Man, those bats went dead. I don't know, what's going on right now, but hopefully they can turn things around. They see themselves 8 games behind Ontario, and I don't think they're going to be able to make that up, unfortunately. San Jose, I'm sorry. I'm going to have Elsinore in at number 5. Last week, I think they were like 7 or 8. They had been playing pretty poor, losing, 4 out of 6 every series. But they did the opposite this week. They finally got it going. The guys are pumped. You can tell there's something that's changing with the Storm right now. And I'm looking forward to see what they do because they got a big series coming up in Stockton this week. Coming in at number 4, I'm going to go with Fresno. I originally had them a little bit higher, but I'm going to drop them a little bit just because I think there's a couple better teams right now. But they had a fantastic week. No doubt about that. The offense, scoring 17 in one game, 19 in another. Couple of walk-offs right now. Fresno could definitely be up a little bit higher, but I have them at number 4 just because I still have San Jose up there at number 3. I think it was a fluky kind of a weekend for them. A couple of close games that could have gone either way in that series against Ontario. The talent is still there, but the consecutive series losses, though, for a team that's been so dominant, they had a 10 or 11 game winning streak just a couple of weeks ago. San Jose is still up there, number 3. Stockton coming in at number 2. I really like this team, Larry. They're no longer being carried by just a couple of guys. The whole lineup is contributing. They have 8 out of, I think they have 8 guys in the A's top 25 prospects right now. So they've got a lot of great players that we're seeing step up their game. A fun team to watch in Stockton. There's not a whole lot to do up there. So go support your ports. And they're playing really good baseball right now. And then coming in at number 1, Ontario. Nothing else I can say about that. They have the pitching. They've got the bats. And Easton Shelton, 31 home runs, 93 RBIs, just leading the way right now. 7 RBIs shy of that 30 and 100 that we've talked about earlier in the season. So awesome stuff right now, Larry. I mean, but every week things can change. A team can get hot, but now I really want to see who is the better teams. Which teams are for real? Can they maintain this and win another series?
I love it. You got some great power rankings there. And I think right now, number 1 is unanimous. There's no way. The Tower Buzzers look every bit like a team that can just win the whole thing right now. It's crazy because Shelton, you talk about guys like him. You talk about these monsters who they have there.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even mention.
What's that?
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, honestly, just to finish the thought, honestly, man, it's so crazy to think how stacked the Dodgers organization is right now. And if these guys don't go up, which it's getting pretty late, honestly, man, if nobody else goes up, for sure next spring they're going to go up somewhere, okay? But I'll tell you right now, if they stay together, they're going to be trouble for anybody who plays them. The Storm, obviously, they're going to be facing them first, and that's going to be, oh boy, that's going to be scary.
Yeah.
Obviously, Storm fans here, it's just going to be hard. It's not going to be easy to beat those guys in a 3-game series.
What I forgot to mention was, Ontario lost a player earlier in last week after we did our show here. The Dodgers and Rockies made a trade. Seth Halverson going from the Colorado Rockies to the Dodgers. And in exchange for that, and part of the deal was center fielder Landon Vitterick of the Ontario Tower Buzzers. He's now in center field for the Fresno Grizzlies. So they got a really good player, which is going to make Fresno, I think, a little bit more dangerous, as we get close. It's going to be between them and Stockton who wins the second half, I think. It's going to be good. So I forgot to mention that Landon Vitterick was traded in that Rockies-Dodgers trade. So he went from Ontario to Fresno.
That's awesome, man. Landon Viderick too. Solid player. I mean, I believe he, my gosh, where did he play his high school ball at? I know he played at Cincinnati, right? He played for the Bearcats. But overall, yeah, it's great athlete. Anyway, I'm going too deep into that, but yeah, dude's a freaking beast. So wow, okay, Fresno got a little stronger there. So that's pretty cool.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah,
that's pretty awesome. So there you guys go, man. There are our current power rankings. And well, one thing left to do before we're out here tonight, man, of course, and that is getting ya next week's preview. All right, you guys, here it is, man. Week 18 is here, starting tomorrow. And, well, here are the series. We're going to lead you through them, man. We got Lake Elsinore at Stockton, Inland Empire at Visalia, San Jose at Rancho Cucamonga, and Fresno at Ontario. Lead us off, Freddie B.
I'm going to lead us off with Elsinore at Stockton. I think this is going to be a really good series. Elsinore enters at 50-46 overall, 11-19 in the second half, but having won 3 in a row. See if they can continue their winning ways. Stockton 45-51 overall, but 18-12 in the second half. And that's what really matters right now. This is a matchup between the Storm pitching staff that's dominated the last 3 games of their series and a Stockton offense that just came off scoring 53 runs in their series against Inland Empire.
Dude, that's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the question is whether Lake Elsinore's pitching can travel. That's me right now, personally. And Stockton must also maintain focus after 2 strong series. But, the Storm showed that 1 or 2 bad games will not break them. So this can be a fun series.
It is going to be fun.
So, all right. Next up, man, we have Inland Empire at Visalia. This should be fun. Inland Empire, they enter at 12-18. They had a solid little start to the second half and kind of dipped a little bit, especially this past week versus Stockton. But now they get a chance to redeem themselves versus a team who is, a little bit under the radar, under the 8 ball at the moment. Visalia, they're 11-19. To me, it's a perfect matchup because these are very similar teams. Both teams showed offensive flashes, but that's exactly what they were, Freddie. They were flashes. There was nothing big, but they were flashes. So they struggled with consistency.
Yeah, it's going to be a good series. I think the 2, cellar dwellers, but it's going to put on a good series overall. Grant J, Cesar Quintas, Estevan Moreno. Those guys are going to deliver the power for the 66ers. Yerald Nin, Pedro Blanco, who we just talked about. Mm-hmm. They're going to lead Visalia's offense as well. I think it's going to be, which pitching staff prevents the worst, inning from happening. I think there's going to be a lot of runs scored in this series, so watch out for that one.
Yeah, certainly. Should be a really fun one there. So, all right, Freddie B, what's up next? What's our next series?
The next one is going to be an interesting one for me. It's going to be San Jose coming down to Rancho. San Jose, 55-41 overall, 18-12 in the second half, and Rancho, 48-48, 12-18. Both clubs are attempting to recover from pretty bad weeks when they, had 5 losses. If Ontario wins, their series and Rancho cannot win the series against San Jose, they could almost clinch the division already. So yeah, I want to see which Rancho team shows up. They're playing at home. Fans, get out there. This is going to be a good, entertaining series. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a fun one there as well.
This definitely will. And, Rancho received excellent starts from Dylan Jordan. We talked about it already, Talon Haley.
Yep.
But, needs better late inning execution. So San Jose, what do you say, man? San Jose needs more sustained production.
Yeah.
Definitely around Rob Barajas Jr. Again, pedigree. I mean, this guy, what he's capable of doing. I know he's got it. Let's see it. Again, you're right. I like that fluky series. I'll take that. So let's see it happen. Let's see if, the rebound, this should be a really fun one. And neither club wants another disappointing week. That's for sure. So this should be a really fun series, man. So what we got next, Freddie?
Finally, we're going to have Fresno at Ontario. This is going to be a really good series, Larry. You got two teams that are red hot right now. Fresno 54-42 overall, 18-12 in the second half in that three-way tie in the north, and then Ontario 53-43 overall and 20-10 in the second half. I think the two hottest offenses right now in the California League are going to have a heater and a great series here. I don't know who takes this one, to be honest with you.
This is going to be such a hard one. Fresno, again, I'm not going to leave it alone. They nearly got a 60 burger. Okay. 58 runs in that last series. Ontario just won 5 of 6 games versus San Jose. Both teams have speed, power, depth, and confidence. And to me, that's the biggest word, confidence. Late inning pitching may decide the series because neither team allowed close games to slip, which is pretty cool, and last week. And that to me is going to be a pretty big defining moment. So, all right, Freddie B, series of the week. I'm going to jack you. I'm sorry. I know I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Series of the week, man. This has got to be it. This has to be Fresno at Ontario. And I really hope we can get out there this week, man, because this is, yay me, last week of vacation. But,
yeah,
it's all good. But yeah, man, Fresno at Ontario for sure. And this is the obvious main event, man. Ontario holds a 2-game lead over Fresno in the second half standings. A strong Ontario series could create separation. You already said it.
Yeah. Yep.
They will definitely more than likely clinch. I mean, if they can knock off Fresno, oh my gosh. And a Fresno series victory could pull the Grizzlies even or more, or move them ahead, right? I have looked at standings, right? But really the questions is, can Ontario control Wilder Dalis and Carlos Renzulo?
Yeah.
Can Fresno contain Easton Shelton? And can the Grizzlies slow Jaron Elkins on the bases? That's another big one. So this series has standings pressure. It has star power and 2 clubs playing with enormous confidence. So this has got to be my series of the week. I know Freddie's all like, damn you jacked me.
No,
I know, but
not at all. It's definitely on paper the best series of the week. Larry, you got that one right. But I'm going to go with, I think, nobody's really talking about a series. I could have gone with Elsinore and Stockton. I think that's a fantastic series as well. But I'm going to go with San Jose at Rancho Cucamonga. Both teams need to find their identity again. San Jose having lost 2 straight series. In Rancho, where are they at right now? A couple of weeks ago, they were, a very good team. I don't know what happened. There's just frustrating teams right now. If you're a fan of them, they just need an emotional reset, so to speak. San Jose 1 week. One of these teams, unless it's a split, is going to be not having that good of a week, right? Or a good of a couple of weeks. I think San Jose is the better team. I think they come away and win maybe 4 out of the 6, but I just don't know. I think they have they have the better record, obviously, but Rancho just has that. If that offense could get clicking, they have a very good offense right now. I just need to see which Rancho team shows up, Larry. So, frustration, urgency, all that stuff comes into play. Rancho doesn't want their season to end quite yet. They really need to take advantage and beat these Giants.
Yeah, and that's going to be it right there. So I'll tell you, great stuff there. I also love the Lake Elsinore Stockton one, like you said.
It is a good series.
And look, and I'm not saying the 6-6ers and Rawhide won't be fun. Yes, it will be fun. It's just, those are the 2 right now that aren't the best at the moment. Lake Elsinore could easily be in that little, in that little ditch too. But this past week rejuvenated these guys, and now they go on for the biggest test I think they're going to have right now. And this is going to get crazier for those guys. So, no, totally agreed, man. So, all right, really quick, second half standings entering week 18. So, Ontario leads at 20-10. Fresno, San Jose, and Stockton are all 18-12. Rancho and Inland Empire are 12-8, and Lake Elsinore and Visalia are both 11-19. So, crazy, I mean, you kind of have 4 different tiers there, if you will, really 3,
Yeah.
but right now it's true. I mean, Ontario has one more good series that this could be, like how you said earlier, the clincher. So there you go, man.
I mean, Ontario leads the league in home runs. Easton Shelton, 31. Chen Sing Ko has 16. He's second in the California League right now. And then you got Myro, Martinez right there as well. He's got 14 homers. Jared Elkins has 13 homers. Their dudes have some power. So I want to see, can Fresno's pitching contain that?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me. That's a huge series. It's going to be really fun to watch. Listen to Tim Slack on the call is going to be great as well. San Jose's trying to recover. Stockton has an opportunity to really, take that next step up. And by the end of week 18, we can have a new leader in the North Division, and Ontario can, probably build, a double-digit lead in the South as well.
It's so crazy to think, man. Here we are, week 18. We're getting close, man. We're getting close.
Yeah, we're getting real close.
This is it. August is what, 5 days away, really, if you look at it. So, all right, guys, final thoughts, man. I just got to say, look, week 17 reminded us how quickly a baseball series can change, how unpredictable these series really are, and why you should get out and support your local team if you're anywhere near any of these 8 teams. Rancho was 3 outs away from taking a 2-0 series lead. Instead, Fresno walks off game 2 and never lost again. I mean, Lake Elsinore blew a 6-run lead and fell behind in its series, then allowed only 4 runs over the final 3 games. You gotta love it.
Yeah, Stockton nearly lost a 5-run lead in the 9th inning, but survived, and then they kept rolling. Ontario watched San Jose, battle back, but Ontario stood their ground there. That was the theme of week 17, punch, counter punch. Who took the blows? Who delivered the blows? And, who's going to have the response here in week 18, Larry? What does a team do when the game turns against them? Who steps it up, or who, turtles and falls? That's what you got to think about.
So freaking true. The strongest teams had answers.
Yeah.
This past week. They did. Fresno answered, they answered in opening loss with 5 straight wins. Stockton answered Inland Empire's rallies. Lake Elsinore answered 2 ugly defeats with dominating pitching, which was great. And then Ontario answered nearly every Stockton comeback.
Yeah. Dude. It was nuts. Week 18. Can Fresno's offense stay hot? Can the Tower Buzzers defend first place? Can Stockton win a 3rd consecutive series? Can Elsinore's pitching continue to roll? I'm really interested in that. And San Jose Rancho, can they stop their slides? One of those teams has to.
Yeah, seriously, man. Before we go, just gotta say, man, let's review our selections. So again, well, actually, you know what? We don't gotta review our selections. We check out the show us some love, man. Before we go, though, I do want to do this really quick, man. Big shout out to our dude, Mr. Chris Austin. If you are listening, man, thank you so much. That guy is awesome. He is so cool. Really cool story coming out from Pittsburgh, moving out here, just taking on his role, loving the heck out of his job, being a big part of that 6-6ers organization. What a guy.
Yeah, it's crazy too, because you have a certain role. You wear multiple hats when you're working within these smaller organizations like this. I mean, he's running, he's running like the PR. I think he's running, ticket booth. He's running like the merchandise shop. So many things that he's got to deal with. All these guys and all these, organizations are like this as well. So, yeah, Chris is a really good dude. It was a pleasure to have met him. We're definitely going to go back out to another game and see the 66ers. He said, hey, just give me a call. Let me know. I'm like, hey, I want to throw out a first pitch. That's my goal. Throwing out a first pitch of a game. So if we can make that happen, that'd be awesome.
That would be so cool. But again, he's a great dude overall. Again, I mean, people like this are the ones who, it's kind of like and I won't say a bassist. Nope. Everyone get that out of their head, because the bass is a big part of the band. Okay. So don't say the bass. All right. but I will say it's just the role that's just, it's so big And sometimes people just, you don't really see it. You don't really know it. But I'm happy. Again, I would love using this platform to be able to put those guys out there. So Chris Austin, man, is telling us his story, telling us moving out here, telling us how much he puts into this team and just being, I mean, you could tell the clubhouse loves him. The players, I mean, they have the utmost respect for this guy. He's just out there after the game, just shaking hands. And, sometimes you could have the best position, but be the biggest a-hole, right? And nobody likes you. But at the same exact time, you could have the biggest position or a big position and put so much into it. And no, sometimes you're probably spreading thin, but it's so cool when you see those responses. Like I'm telling you, when we got down there on the field, man, I mean, I've never seen so many high fives and handshakes and fist bumps in like a minute's time. Like all these guys in the bullpen, hey, Chris, you know what I mean? Like, it's so cool.
Huge part of that organization. And I think he hasn't been there for very long. And I think that, the Inland Empire is going to be an up and coming team here in the next couple of seasons. Now, they got the new hats. This is their first year affiliated with the Seattle Mariners. They're probably going to go through a rebranding. I think they're going to establish that identity. And Chris Austin is going to play a huge part in all of that. And a really good dude. So.
He is. And again, exactly. Thank you, sir. And again, thank you for sharing that story. We are going to get Chris on this show soon. I want him to tell his story of becoming, being a part of the Six Sixes organization and get super excited. But again, everybody, though, that has helped us out this past week, you guys are amazing. Again, Steve went. Dominic, pleasure meeting you, good sir. If you're watching out there, appreciate you guys in the hospitality. Justin over at the Storm, all these great people, man. We just want to give a big shout out and thank you to you guys for helping us be able to make this show as strong as we can for all of you out there who love the California League and minor league baseball, because that's our goal. We want to be that outlet. So we're really excited for that and really happy. So thank you to everybody who joined us. Obviously, we had over, oh my gosh, we're at 170 tonight, man. So pretty cool. Listeners tonight, 169 actually. So continue to support minor league baseball. Continue supporting these players chase their dreams and continue supporting ballparks.
Parents, get out there. Take your kids to the ballpark before school starts. We're only a couple weeks away before school is back in session. So now's the time. End your summer vacation on a high note and enjoy a fun night at the ballpark. Enjoy the food. Enjoy all the festivities and everything that goes along with it, because you're going to make some memories that we talk about, some lifelong memories and some things that they may be passionate about later on in life.
Very true. And that's what it's all about, man. So again, continue supporting all these great people, coaches, staff members, broadcasters, ballpark workers, the cheerleaders, the mascots, everyone who makes the game possible. I love giving Thunder a fist bump every time I see it.
Yeah.
I can't help it. So the Logans out there, the Chris's, again, you guys are amazing. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for what you do. And you guys that are down in that dugout and in that bullpen, keep doing what you're doing, because we're excited to see those guys one day in those major league uniforms.
Sir.
So that's that. So check out again, show some love, enjoy the food, the ballpark food, all that good stuff. For Freddie B, I'm Larry B. This has been episode 12, pretty crazy, of Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. Keep supporting the California League. And as always, keep that dirt flying. And we'll see you next pitch.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. See you next week.